On the extreme left, you should be able to see inventory. Under that, I want you to go to the option Manage Inventory. Now, whatever products you add will be visible under Manage Inventory. Now, I'll be showing you the entire step from how to add the inventory, how to create the shipment and send it to our warehouse. To start with, I'll show you an example of adding one product and then the entire cycle of after creating a product, what are the next steps and how will you create the shipment and finally the packing and sending it to our warehouse. So I want you to go to Add a Product option under Inventory. Now if you have the ISBN number or title of a book or a product, you can do a manual search here. Let's say the product that you want to sell is the Harry Potter book. So you can click on Harry Potter, click on Search, and if that product is already there in our database, it will show up in the search result. So you can see there are many products that has come up. We will select the first one as example and click on Sell Yours. Under this, you will only have to give in a few details. One is the seller SKU. For my reference, I'll give this as Harry Potter 1. Condition type will be new. Your price, you can also see the low price that is being sold on Amazon currently and match it accordingly. The quantity and tax code. Books are books exempt, so I've selected the option A book exempt. And finally click on Save and Finish. Now shipping method here has two options. One is I want to ship this item myself or I want Amazon to ship the product and send it to the customer. Now since you're an FBA seller, you will have to choose the second option. I want Amazon to ship the product. You can keep the setting, has remembered the setting for next time and click on Save and Finish. In case you forget to do this step, I will show you what to do in the next couple of minutes. But every time you're creating a product manually, make sure you select the second option under shipping method and click on Save and Finish. Now this product is added to your inventory. Since I selected the second option, it is directly going to the shipping queue. But we will come back to this step in a short while. Let me just show you what your product looks like once it has been created. So for that, you will go to Manage Inventory. And you can see the first product that is visible here is the product that I just created. Now, two important things I want you to notice here. One is that for any Amazon fulfilled product, the quantity will be 0. As you can see the previous examples here. This means that the product will, the quantity will get automatically updated when the units that you send is scanned at the warehouse and updated automatically. Merchant fulfilled order, then you have the option to edit the quantity. But if it is an Amazon fulfilled order, then the quantity will be updated only when it reaches the warehouse. As long as it is Amazon, you can create a shipment for this particular Harry Potter book and send it to our warehouse. If it is not if here the entry is not Amazon and it is merchant, then you will have to convert the particular item. Now let me show you an example how this is to be done. You will select the product that you want to convert to FBA. Under the top action button, you will get an option called as Change to Fulfilled by Amazon. You will click on this particular option. It will take you to a next page where you only have to click on Done, and this product will be automatically converted. So make sure any product that you add, you convert them to Fulfilled by Amazon and then create the shipment. So just to recap, first we created a product under Add a Product. Then under Manage Inventory, we were able to see the product and see what the fulfilled by criteria was. And the next step for us would be to create the shipment. So we will go to Manage FBA Inventory. Now whatever FBA converted products are available under your inventory page, those will be visible under Manage FBA Inventory. So as the name suggests, the FBA inventory will be visible under this section. From this, all that you have converted will be visible, and when you're creating a shipment and sending it to a warehouse, you can select whichever products that you want to fulfill at that particular time. Now I want to send the Harry Potter book that I just created, so let me search for the Harry Potter book. So I found the book that I want to select, so I will click on it. I'll click on the checkbox, and here the option will be Send Replenish Inventory, and click on Go. The page that opens up asks me what it is that I want to do. The default option that is selected is Create a New Shipping Plan. You can let the same be. Next is Ship From Address. Here you will have to give in your address. This is a one-time activity, so once you enter the address, it will remain the same the next time you create the shipment. Next option that is default selected is individual products, and you can let the same option be, and then click on Continue to Shipping Plan. Shipping plan will be ready. Now you will go to the last option under Inventory, which is Manage FBA Shipments. Under this, you can see your shipping plans. So there are two options, one is shipments and one is shipping plans. Click on the second one, and you'll be able to see the shipping plan that you just created. As you know that I just selected one product and the quantity I gave was 1. So this is our shipping plan. This is a shipping ID. And now I have to work on the shipping on this particular shipment. So I'll click on Work on Shipping Plan. The first option that opens up is Set Quantity. Here, while packing, I can make edits to the quantity, or if I have multiple products, I can remove or do edits accordingly, and then click on Continue. So here, we have already selected that the kind of packaging is individual products. So unless we want to change this, you can change it here or click on Continue. Now, this is an important step. Each of your products that you are sending to a warehouse need to be labeled. Unless you have enabled commingling, in case you want to know more information about commingling, please contact your engagement manager. Now, in case you are not a commingled seller, then you will have to label each of your products. Under this tab, which is the Label Products, you will have labels available at the bottom of the screen. You can click Print, and let me show you what this looks like. So your label will look something like this. These are barcodes that are specific to Amazon. So when the product reaches our warehouse experts should be able to scan them. So please make sure that you label all of your products with this particular barcode. You can match it according to the title and sticker them. This is what your labels will look like. There will be individual labels for each of your products for all your quantities, and make sure you stick them on your products. In case of books, make sure that the barcode that is there on backside of your books are covered by this particular label. Therefore, when our experts scan them, they only scan the label that we have created and not the barcode that is available on the books. So once you have stickered them, then click on Continue. The next tab that opens up, you can review each of your shipment and click on Approve Shipment. So if you're creating a new one, you will have to approve it. And finally, you will get an option called Work on Shipment. Now, since you have already stickered the products, there are only two things to do. In case you hadn't stickered your products in the previous Label Products option, you can also click on Review and Modify Units and take the printout again here. In case you have already done this, you can skip the first step. The second step would be to select the kind of carrier you want to use. There are three options: AFL, Blue Dart, and Other. For most purposes, let's just choose Other right now. Now, this is the last step of your packing instruction. So once you have labeled your products, they will go into a bigger box. Now you have to make sure that you read the instructions given here. If your products are over 15 kgs, please make sure that you label them as heavy weight on top of the box. and also you will have to take a printout of this particular label and stick it on top of the box. Now this label is unique for each of the box, so if you have more than one box, take accordingly the same number of printouts, because a Xerox copy will not work. So once you have taken the printouts, you will click on complete shipment only when you have prepared all your shipping activities, that is taking an appointment to our warehouse, stickering your products and stickering the boxes. In case you're doing hand delivery of the products, please make sure that you have a valid driver's license, and also you have taken an appointment well in advance, and you have all these labels and stickerings done on your. Now, after you have finished the shipment, you realize that you have added more products to the box that are actually not present in the shipment. Then before you ship out the product, please make sure that you create the listing and then add it to the shipment. So this is the entire process from creating a product to converting them under Manage Inventory, then under Manage FBA Inventory, selecting the products that you want to send to our warehouse and preparing the shipment. And once the shipment is created, then working on the shipment under Manage FBA Shipments. So under Manage FBA Shipments, if I have to just recap the entire process, there are 3 things that you will have to do. One is sticker each of your products, select the kind of delivery method you're going to deliver the products under, and finally sticker the boxes, the individual boxes with unique stickering that is available here. Once you have done that, take the appointment and then finally click on complete shipment. Please note, if you click on complete shipment without taking these boxed stickering, you will not be able to get the printout later. So make sure you take enough copies and only then click on complete shipment. Once you have created the shipment and you're ready to send it to our warehouse, your engagement manager will send you a mail with the username and password asking you to book appointment. But in case you do not get this mail, please make sure you contact your engagement manager for the same. Once you get the mail from our engagement manager, please go to this web page called transportation.amazon.in. The link will also be mentioned in the email that you get from the engagement manager. So from the username and password that is given to you by your engagement manager in the mail, please enter the same here. For example, so once you've entered the password and username, please click in login. Now, the password was created for you by your engagement manager. If you feel you want to change it, you can change it using the change password option here. The first step that you will have to do after logging in is click on submit request. Now this is the page that will open up, and this entire thing needs to be filled up for you to book an appointment with our warehouse. The first field is standard carrier alpha code. This is nothing but a code that our warehouse can recognize from which courier partner you're sending the products through. So let's say, for example, you're using FedEx. So just type FedEx here and the system will throw up the code for it. And all you have to do is select it. Another example could be Blue Dart. Let's say if it is not a very popular carrier partner, but still if you're able to find it, you can type the couple of letters of that particular courier name and you should be able to find it. Now let's say in case you are a seller from Mumbai and you're going to be hand delivering your products to Bhiwandi, and you would not be using an external courier partner. In that case, all you have to do is select the option own in here. This will mean that you're sending your products on your own and the warehouse will be aware of that fact. And another scenario, if you're not able to find a courier partner, a local courier partner, and it's not available here in the list, let's say Sai Maruti, for example, then what you can do is you can still select own in, because the system will not let you save this page without having a courier alpha code. So you can select own in, and under requester comments, just mention the correct courier partner's name, and you can mention one liner that you could not find it in the list above. So the next thing that you'll have to do is confirm the email and phone number that is already mentioned here, because this is the email that you will be contacted on to confirm your booking. The next step is to select the warehouse that you're sending it to. All the available warehouses are mentioned here on the drop-down. You have to select the appropriate one. Next is the load type. In most cases, it will be non-palletized unless you're sending palletized. Finally, this is the most important step where you'll select the delivery date. Now let's say you're expected your products to reach by Friday, the 19th of September. Then you will just select that particular date and give the most approximate time by when it is expected to reach our warehouse. Again, if there are some comments, you can mention the same with regards to date and the time. You can mention the same under request a comment. Okay, so once you have finished this part, just scroll down and you have to complete a couple of steps down here. The first column, which is ARN number, please leave this blank. You don't have to fill anything under this. Under vendor name, just mention the company's name. PRO number and BOL number are similar. So the delivery challan that is generated from your side, you will have a receipt number on the same. Please just enter that same number either under PRO number or BOL number. Any one of the columns can be filled up. In this case, I'm just filling this one. Next, unless you're using pallets, you'll mention the pallet count or the number of cartons that you have used. So the number of cartons will be the total number of boxes that you have used to pack all your products in. Please mention the same here. The total number of units that you have packed, please mention the correct number of units. And PO list is the most important field that you'll have to fill up here, because this is a way for the warehouse people to recognize which shipment is reaching the warehouse. The PO list, you will get it from the shipment that you created under Inventory Manage FBA Shipments. Under this shipping queue, you will have to select the shipment ID that you have used to create your virtual shipment. Copy the same shipment ID that starts with FBA and paste it under PO list. These are all the details that are required to fill in your appointment, and just click on submit. If there are any errors, please correct them and you will be getting a confirmation mail for the particular date that you booked the appointment for. So these are the steps that you will have to follow to book the appointment. Please note, this is not a one-time activity. You will have to do this every time you send a new shipment to our warehouse, failing which your products will not be accepted at the warehouse. And if you have any doubts, please contact your engagement manager. And post your launch, you can always contact seller support. So this is the entire process of creating the product.